I was actually, in preparation for this video, I was YouTubing and Googling because I know that the R.A.S. is actually inside your mind, that it's a bundle of nerves right in there. And I wanted to be accurate when I came on and I started talking about it, because my exposure to R.A.S. is from personal development, yeah? So it was probably a Tony Robbins seminar, most likely, when he would say things like, your brain is a servo mechanism. It's like the type of computer that's inside of a heat-seeking missile, that when you're clear on a goal, yeah, you're clear on what it is that you want, your brain has the capability to go after it and adjust the behavior as you move closer to what you want. Then he probably talked about the R.A.S. and how the R.A.S. is a filter, creates a filter in which you allow information in and tune information out. Now, it's a lot more than that, right? The R.A.S. also regulates your sleep and wake cycles, right? It regulates activity, arousal in the nervous system. Not that type of arousal. Well, maybe. The key thing to keep in mind, actually, my favorite metaphor for this is, in fact, the social media algorithms. And it happened just by looking at the R.A.S. That suddenly my social media started to show me videos that are related to R.A.S. Yeah? And of course, you have, just like I do, your political preferences, your political beliefs and ideologies. And so when you're on social media, you click on things. And then the algorithm goes, show them more of this, right? And it will also tune things out. I was stunned the other day because somehow, maybe because a friend of mine posted something, I ended up looking at a set of political beliefs that are not mine. And then I got access to, clicking on that one thing, I got access to a whole load of other videos, completely different perspectives and worldviews that I had no idea were being reported on. Like an entirely different universe exists, right? People talk about social media and living inside the bubble. Well, your R.A.S. is the same way, essentially. That I don't have to tell you this, that your eyes are receiving 500 million photons of light every second. Every second. That's all data that your brain has to filter. 500 million, right? There's all the frequencies. Like right now, while you're watching me on a device, maybe a laptop, a cell phone, I don't know what the device is. Are you aware of the things in your visual field around that device? Now, more, I'm sure, but you can notice so much more. You can notice different shades of color. You can notice the depths of different things. You can notice how light or dark it is in the room. Notice the space around you. If you spend time like doing meditation and you become extremely present to the moment, you'll begin to notice details about your environment that you had never seen before. And it was always staring you in the face, right? If you've ever been at a party, this is a famous example. If you've ever been at a party and you're talking to somebody and you're so absorbed in the conversation that you're having that you've tuned out all that noise in the party, it's like background chatter, and somebody says your name, suddenly your brain picks it up from across the room, right? Your nervous system has to filter what's on the outside, but it also has to filter what's on the inside. Even now, there are however many, is it billions of nerve endings in your, it must be, I think it's billions. Double check me. There are billions and billions and billions of nerve endings in your body. Each nerve ending is sending signals to your brain. That's data. So imagine swimming through the ocean with your mouth open, right? Just, all this stuff coming in. you need a filter. Now, what constructs the filter? Yeah? Well, and this is the R.A.S. Things that are relevant to your survival. Yeah? So instantly, anything that is related to survival, it's going to get filtered into your R.A.S. Good communicators know this. Great hypnotists know that if they act in a way that might call into question a survival issue, you're going to pay an abnormal amount of attention to the hypnotist or to the coach or trainer or whatever. How do they do that? They might get all up in somebody's face. Virginia Satir used to do this. Like, she used to get right up in a client's face, right? Well, when somebody's this freaking close to you, that's a survival issue. And sometimes it's a bad breath issue, right? So your R.A.S. is going to go, shing, I better pay attention, right? Survival, food, sex, anything related to survival typically triggers your R.A.S. Then we have beliefs and values. Values, if you're a fan of, by the way, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed to this channel yet? Are you commenting? Have you signed up for the trainings and the coaching? Make sure you're interacting with this channel. All right? Where wasn't I? Yeah, values. Okay, so values. In NLP world, right, a value is an experience that's important for you to have or for you to move away from. And then we form beliefs around our values. So for example, if, like most people, these are some high-level values that most of us have. Love, freedom, peace, success, happiness, right? These are experiences that we want, okay? Experiences we don't want. Failure, loneliness, rejection, stuff like that, you know? Everyone has a unique hierarchy of their values, and your values change context to context. But in a context, so for example, in a professional setting or in a personal setting, whatever your most important value is in that setting will activate your R.A.S. filters, and you'll filter for those things. This is why trying to move away from pain gets you in trouble. Trying to move away from rejection creates a filter looking for rejection, which then causes you to act in ways which will get you rejected, right? So your values create R.A.S. Your beliefs do as well. I've used this example over and over again on this channel. Your beliefs, there's a great experiment, I think by Dr. Weissman, I think that's how you pronounce it. And Dr. Weissman goes and takes people who believe they're lucky and people who believe they're unlucky. He has them both walk into a cafe. But on the ground floor of the cafe on the way in, one experimental condition, they put cash on the floor. Cash. The people who perceive themselves as lucky, an abnormally high amount of them see the cash, pick it up, put it in their pocket. The people who believe themselves as unlucky don't even see the cash. So their beliefs create lucky filters. In a way, it begs the question, beliefs aren't really about what's true or untrue. They might be, a better question might be, what beliefs allow us to operate in the world more effectively? You know, I think that's a debate, right? That's a debatable question. Would you rather have a belief system that's accurate, one that is more effective, or, and this comes back to those of you who are coaches, when you're designing beliefs for people, ideally, what you really want is something that's accurate and allows them to interact with the world effectively. In addition to values, beliefs, survival issues, you have states. When you're in a good mood, you have better good mood filters. The world seems brighter, right? When you're in a bad mood, it's like that Linkin Park song where it's like, it's just one of those days where everything sucks and everybody's expletive, right? Well, when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you're in a bad mood, your state of mind creates a filter. So how do you train your R.A.S.? Yeah? Well, the classic personal development advice still works. Still works extremely well. Focus on your goals. Look at them a lot. I dare you, write down your goals. Make sure that they're stated in the positive, the date you want them, they're in your control, that type of thing. Look at them 5 times a day for 3 weeks. I dare you. You will start to notice people, things, opportunity in your environment that were not there before, seemingly, but they always were. You just had filters. Write down your goals. Look at them. Learn NLP. Period. Learn NLP. Use it on yourself. Change your states. Gratitude. Get into great states. Have a practice for changing your beliefs. Reevaluate your values. Am I moving away from rejection, or am I moving towards love and acceptance? Am I moving away from failure, or am I moving towards success and happiness, right? You need to learn NLP, in my opinion, because it's the best way to actually, directly, with precision, change your states, your beliefs, your values, and align those things with your goals. And you will know, it's so bizarre. You will notice when you've done good NLP change work, you will notice things differently. That's your R.A.S, baby. All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so the algorithm knows to send you more of this. Tell your social media R.A.S that you want to see more of this content. If you want coaching with me, there is a form here on this channel somewhere where you can apply for coaching, limited spots. And depending on when you're watching this, I may have a free training coming up. I am doing my best to do as many of these trainings as possible. I want this information out there. So if I am, you'll see a link and you can register for that as well.